Hey guys, welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful, you guys. Welcome, you guys. If you're new, welcome to this beautiful channel. If you're not new, well, welcome back, you guys. Before we go anywhere, you guys, I have to remind you to hit that like, you guys. Hit that like right now. You guys continue to like every single video. Don't forget to always like the video. Don't forget to leave your comment. If you have any questions about your horoscope, don't forget to leave your comment. And you guys, let's continue growing. And like I always tell you guys are amazing. You guys are beautiful. I feel very blessed. You guys are a blessing. Everyone who follows me, everyone who believes in me is such a blessing. And I'm so grateful, you guys. I do want to remind you guys that everything is in the description below. All the links to my social medias, a link to the prediction videos. Normally, I normally leave the same one for a while, but I'm gonna start changing it more often. And you guys, also I do have a merch store. You guys check that merch store out. It's literally in that link in the bio. You click that link, it'll take you to all my social medias. The merch store comes out there. I have the Etsy store. I have the merch store where I sell a little bit of products here and there. One of the things that I sell on my merch store is these phone cases, these Archangel Michael phone cases. I do have the Virgin Mary as well. Very beautiful phone cases. I have them in an iPhone and Android. It is clear from this side, but the image is back here. It's such a beautiful image. But this is one of my phone cases. You guys check them out. I have different stuff. I have sweaters, I have shirts, I have a mug. I have these phone cases as well. They're very beautiful. I also have a Raphaelsinsights phone case. So check them out, you guys. Soon I'm gonna be editing the merch, so I'm gonna be coming out with new merch. But check out the merch store, you guys. It's in the link in my bio. As always, you guys, everything's in the link in that bio. Follow all my social medias, and let's get started with the horoscopes, you guys. Let's go. Aries, this week the card that's going to be dominating you is it's none other than this card that literally represents your horoscope. The Emperor represents Aries. That's why it has the signs here. You're going to be dominated by this energy. This energy is very successful. It's very strong. It's going to be a very strong week. It says that you still have luck. You still have success, although you're still going to be going through that rebirth process. You're still going to be letting go of things that don't serve you. You're going to have this energy that's going to continue pushing, so you let go of things that don't serve you. But this card here tells me that you're still going to be succeeding. Things might not go the way you expected them to go, but there's still going to be a positive outcome is really what this energy brings. It says that you're going to be feeling very empowered. You're going to be feeling, this week is going to be a very empowering week for you. You're going to be getting promotions, raises, and opportunities for some of you, for some of the Aries, but it's also going to be a week of letting go of things that don't serve you. Again, you're continuing that rebirth from last week's energy. It still continues on. You're still not quite in that full successful energy, full good luck all this week. It's still going to be a little bit complicated because finances still come out a little bit complicated, but that things are going to work out. Not necessarily where you're going to have every single opportunity coming your way, but you're going to have opportunities coming your way. You're going to have good outcomes, although they're not going to be what you expected them to be, but it's still going to be a good outcome. You have good energy. It says it's going to be a fiery week. There's some sort of energy of conflict, but more than anything, you're still going to have a good week. Just still going through like a transformation within yourself. Taurus, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Judgment. The angels of justice are going to be with you throughout the entire week. What does that mean? It means that the angels of justice are going to be there to help you. It means that something above is really watching out for Taurus this week. So definitely what do you need to do? You need to call on the angels. You need to call on the divine, call on your beings of light, call on your ancestors. They're there to help you. Although there is some sort of energy that's kind of a little bit complicated, causing conflict, it says that we are moving forward. It says that the rebirth, the letting go of negative energy, it's like, last week, it was a week more of like tension. It was a week more of complicated energy in relationships and just a lot of tension when it came to Taurus. But this week, it's more of like about leaving that behind, moving forward, opportunities, moving in a better direction, making new relationships, committing into something. And also, this card here says that we are reborn. It's basically that week was more of like a week to cleanse every single sign, and that's why the energies were so radical. It says that now this week is going to be a little bit more harmonized. If there is a negative energy that wants to cause problems, the devil does kind of influence a lot in this week for us, which means we need to watch out for hidden things. We need to watch out for people we can't trust. We need to watch out for just betrayals as well, because the angels of justice also represent betrayals. But this card here says that we have the divine on our side, that we need to take care of ourselves, protect ourselves, and that we are going to have more of a harmonious week, that it's going to be more balanced out for us. And then there is this energy of change that is coming in. So again, we are reborn, we let go of things, but we're also going to be changing. We're going to be making changes in this week as well. Gemini, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the moon. Yet again, you have a lot of positive energy. It says that you have a divine light. The moon, it pushed away a lot of the negative. It's still making you overthink. It's still making you feel the way you feel, very depressed. It talks about a lot of depression, talks about feeling very emotional, talks about releasing a lot of emotion, communicating a lot of emotion. But this card here, the moon, also says that you're going to be doing a lot of overthinking, that a lot of the problems that you have, you put on yourself, because Gemini tends to overthink a lot. Gemini tends to have that negative side because Gemini comes with two different energies, one very positive, one very negative, and you always have the negative scratching, clawing at you and trying to knock you down. Gemini, whatever you're doing this week, it says that it is going to be a positive outcome. You have the justice, you have legal, anything legal is going to be in your favor. Anything related that's legal, anything related that you're doing work-wise, legal-wise, anything in general is going to be going very positive. You have this divine being that's going to be pushing the negative away, and that's going to be really by your side. But the moon says to not overthink, because then when opportunities come up, you're going to miss your opportunities. A lot of the time, Gemini misses their opportunities because they do a lot of overthinking and they don't go for it. They don't take the opportunity, or they think about it for too long and it's already too late. And that's what this card here says. It's don't think about it for too long. Go for it. You have this divine energy behind you. It's going to be helping you. It's going to be bringing good things to you. You have good news coming your way. You have good opportunities coming your way. But mainly what's speaking is more legal related for you. Anything that you're doing legal related, if you have a case that finishes this week, is going to be very, very positive answers. But again, legal related things are not just that. It's also buying a car, anything that has to do with signing paperwork, anything that you're doing or anything that you're waiting for, you are going to be receiving answers very soon. And yes, Gemini, you do have a lot of luck. The full moon brought a lot of luck for you, brought a lot of good energy for you. It's also lighting you to remove all this negative energy and get past your obstacles, for the energy to move in a more favorable direction for you. The strength is going to be dominating Cancer. Cancer, you do have luck again. You have a lot of luck again. You have resolution. This card here, this energy here, says this is going to be a really strong week. But it's going to be a week of resolution, finding a solution for your problem, finding a solution for your situation. If you've been kind of stuck in something, it says you finally get that answer, you finally figure out what you're going to do. And on top of which, this energy tells you that whatever you do is going to be right. No matter what you choose, if you're in between decisions, whichever decision you choose this week is going to be right. It's going to be good. There's no need for you to stress out. I know that sometimes decisions can be very tough, but this energy here this week, whatever decision you make in this week, is going to be positive both ways. You can't go wrong, and you won't make the wrong decision. Why? Because you do have a lot of spiritual guidance this week. You have something nurturing you. This card here, the Virgin Mary, the divine, someone above you. Whenever the infinity sign is above them, it means it's someone who's very spiritually well-known. It's a very spiritual, well-known being that's going to be guiding you, and you do have a lot of guidance when it comes to that. So whatever decision you make, she's not going to let you decide wrong. But you do have a lot of luck. You do have a lot of positive energy. You have good answers, but the main thing, it talks about dramatic changes, but dramatic changes in your problems, dramatic changes in your situations. If you've been dealing with, like, you just don't know what to do anymore, you don't have a job, you just can't seem to figure out what's the next step. This week you're going to figure out what's the next step. This week you're going to figure out the resolution, or it's going to come to you, or someone's going to offer you something, because again, this is a very nurturing energy, and it's more of like someone offers you something as well. So opportunity is also there as well this week. Leo, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Hangman. The Hangman is going to want to have you choked. The one thing that you need to know is this is a guided energy. This is an energy that's going to be dominating, to be guided, to make decisions. Because this energy also brings and says that Leos are going to be in between crossroads. They're going to be in between decisions and not know what to do, and just going to be a little bit stuck, and you're just going to be kind of like, what should I do? What should I do? This energy is going to help you. No matter what decision you make, it's going to be the right decision, because this energy is going to be more guided, but you're also going to be overthinking a lot, because this energy also brings the energy of overthinking. For those who are not in a relationship, it does talk about new relationships. It does talk about you getting into a new relationship. It talks about meeting someone. For those who are in a relationship, it talks about taking the next step. It talks about more commitment. It talks about more harmony in the relationship. But more than anything, this energy is more about being in between crossroads, being in between decisions, not knowing what to do. Relationship-wise as well, it's also going to be a passionate week of lots of passion, lots of passion. But it is going to be a really good week. It's going to be more harmonized. It's going to be more balanced. There's going to be a lot of harmony this week. It's just going to be you yourself that you're going to be doing a lot of overthinking and not know what to do, what decision to make. But remember, this energy says no matter what decision you make, it's going to be the right decision. Neither decision that you have to make is going to be wrong. Neither one is going to be wrong. Whatever you choose is going to be right. Again, because you're guided. You have this energy that guides you. But that overthinking is going to be what's going to really try to trip you over this week. Virgo, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Lovers. The Lovers is not a very good energy. Why? Because this energy is coming out very complicated. The Lovers is usually more of a balanced out energy. It's more of a harmonized energy, more of like passion, more about love. Right now, it's not talking about that. Right now, it's talking about more decision-based energy. This energy that I get is more for decisions. If you have decisions that you have to make this week, the energy that comes up is just hold off on that decision. Don't make that decision just yet. If you make the decision, you're going to regret it. It's this energy of like, hold on, just maybe see what else is about to come your way because there's something more coming your way. But it's also going to be a week of lots of conflict, a lot of problems in relationships. The relationships are just going to be attacking each other with Virgos. Virgos are going to have a lot of problems in relationships, a lot of problems. And relationships, one thing that people think when I say relationships, they always think about their personal relationship. Relationships can be conflict with relationships at work, relationships at home, relationships with family members. It's just relationships in general. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of problem. And this week is just going to be very problematic for you. It's just going to be one thing after another, one thing after another. So definitely when this energy comes up, it's more of an energy of like, hey, take this week a little bit easier. Don't do anything too dramatic. Don't try and go and get a car. Don't try and go and buy a house. Don't try and do this. There's a lot of this energy of you're going to be betrayed or you're going to be backstabbed. You're going to be made a fool. It's this energy that you just need to be aware of, that it's going to be a lot of conflict and it's not going to be favorable in your it's not going to be favorable for you. So definitely that's why this energy warns you. And even then, if you have plans or things that were going on this week that you wanted to do this upcoming week, I would most likely plan for things not to go, for them not to happen, because you do have the energy of everything coming to a halt this week as well. Definitely something for you to be mindful about. Wear a red ribbon with 3 knots this week. Protect yourself from this energy. Libra, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Justice. The Justice says that it's going to be a week of self-doubt. It's going to be a week of lots of overthinking. It's going to be a very emotional week for you. But more than anything, you're going to want to doubt yourself. You're going to want to not believe in yourself. You're going to want to just be very depressed or be in a funk this week. And this is a prediction for you to know this and try to kind of fight it. You don't want to let this energy win. You definitely want to fight against it. You definitely want to move this energy so it won't really hold you down. It is going to be a week of a little bit of complicated energy, so you do have a little bit of bad luck. You do have moments of bad luck. But the main thing that comes up for you is just a week of self-doubt, a week of just feeling defeated. And the energy that comes up for you is not to let yourself feel defeated, to continue fighting on, to continue moving forward. Because sometimes when we allow ourselves to be defeated, we just accept the negative, but don't realize that there was already something good coming forward, or there was a good outcome that was going to happen. Have faith in yourself. Trust yourself. That's what you need to do. Is you need to have more faith in yourself and stop holding yourself back and stop letting things hold you back is another thing that comes up. But the energy of the Justice, whatever you're doing, buying a house, buying a car, or school related and things like that, is not going to be doing very well. It is going to be very complicated when it comes to all that stuff. It is going to be a tougher week, but it's just a week. You'll get through it, and the next one's going to be even better for you. But this energy is still going to be, it's going to be complicated. It's going to be causing complications for you this whole week. Scorpio, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Magician. The Magician, the energy that comes up for you is things are going to slow down for you. You don't have bad luck necessarily. It's just things are not going to go the way you wanted them to go. This week it's not going to go. It's not going to flow the way you wanted it to flow. If you were expecting to do something this week, it's just not going to happen for you this week. If you were expecting some sort of answer, I don't see answers coming your way. This card here tells you not just yet. This energy is more of like, hold on, it's coming, but just not just yet. It's probably going to be next week. It's probably going to be in the next few weeks, but it's not just this week. If you're waiting for news, if you're waiting for some sort of answer, if you're waiting for some sort of a letter, if you're waiting for whatever you're waiting for, this energy just tells you it's not going to happen for you just yet. You're going to be doing a lot of overthinking. You're going to be wondering. You're going to be stressing out a lot. It's going to be a very stressful week. You're going to have a lot of deception, a lot of like being let down. Also, this energy of being let down comes up for you when it comes to your sign. You do have a lot of envy. Envy is one thing that you need to definitely be careful with. You definitely need to be mindful that you do have a lot of envy, that this week is going to be, you're going to be dealing with a lot of envy. You're going to be dealing with a lot of people trying to cause problems, a lot of people trying to mess with you. Definitely cleanse yourself from envy, protect yourself from envy with one of these red bracelets or a red ribbon with 3 knots. It's super simple. That's why I always offer it. And then this one also represents as in like wear a lot of red, wear a lot of white. More than anything, wear red more than anything. But red is going to protect you from envy. It's going to protect you from brujeria and any sort of negative energy that wants to come your way. But definitely, it's still a good week, but just not going to go as planned as you hope for. Sagittarius, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the death. The death this week is going to be, everything's going to come to a halt. You do have bad luck. So definitely this week is going to be a week of the energies against you. So I wouldn't be planning to do anything huge. I wouldn't be planning to go after something big, to start a business in this week. It's just going to be very complicated. One thing after another. It's going to be a week of lots of obstacles. So it's just going to be one thing after another. Things just not going as planned. Maybe things just falling through, plans falling through. It is going to be a week of lots of what's that word, catastrophes. So definitely be careful with accidents, be careful with catastrophes. Even school wise, if you're going to school is going to be going a little complicated as well. Even like school comes to a complete halt for you, education just comes to a complete halt. You just feel so overwhelmed with education and you just want to like back out. Don't let that energy push you out of getting your education. Education is very important. I did get my degree in business. So definitely you guys don't just because you can do other things doesn't mean you can't get your education. Right now it's a little complicated, but don't let this complicated energy push you out of getting your school, going back to school, because a lot of this energy also stops you from going back to school as well. So don't stop that. Maybe just hold on a little bit, but don't give up on that idea. Don't give up on that plan. You do have the energy a little complicated. Loss of money. If you're gambling, if you like gambling, it's not going to be a week of winning. It's going to be a week of nothing but losing. So definitely try not to gamble in this week. But this week, it is going to be a complicated week, one thing after another for you. Lots of obstacles. Capricorn, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is a good card for it to dominate you. Why? Because this card here brings luck, brings prosperity, brings opportunities, brings change. But the main thing that comes up is change to your situation. That's the one thing that comes out. It's a change. It says nurturing your situation, working on moving forward. It says that anything that you have to do legally this week, anything that has to do with paperwork, buying a house, buying a car, anything school related, it says you're going to be doing very well. It's going to be going very well for you. But this energy right here doesn't necessarily come in as you're going to have all the luck the entire week. But you do have a lot of overthinking as well. Definitely try not to overthink too much. It says that you're going to be doing a lot of thinking from the past. More than anything, it's more from about the past. You're going to be thinking about someone from the past. Try to kind of breathe a little bit. Try to kind of remember that things happen for a reason. That change happens for a reason. That maybe that person didn't belong to you no more. Or that maybe that person just doesn't need to be in your life for a specific reason. This energy right here brings change, and it's going to be a week of change as well. You're going to have to be going through a lot of change in the way that you think, a lot of change in your relationships. It brings this energy of fixing things. The main thing that comes up is fixing things, fixing situations, fixing problems in your relationships, and fixing even reconciliation. This person from the past, there's also this energy of reconciliation with this person from the past. But it brings reconciliation, it brings fixing your situation is really what the energy brings. Aquarius, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the death. This card right here is going to put all your plans to a halt. It's going to be making things a little complicated for you to achieve. It's going to be causing obstacles. It's going to be causing things to stop. Whatever plans you have most likely won't happen. Maybe news that's coming your way most likely won't happen. There's a lot of conflict when it comes to work-wise, when it comes to anything that you're doing legally. There's a lot of conflict in that department. School-wise, a lot of conflict. It's just this energy that's just really against you succeeding in this week. So it is going to be a complicated week for you. It is going to be a week of you overthinking things, a week of you kind of just trying to figure out what to do. It's going to be a week of you kind of just not knowing what to do. This energy, whatever plans you had this week or whatever news is supposed to arrive this week, if you're waiting for a phone call, if you're waiting for some sort of news to come your way, if you're waiting for whatever you're waiting for, this energy puts everything to a halt. It's also going to be a week of your death. It's going to be a week of like a rebirth, pretty much is what the energy comes up as. It's going to be a week of rebirth. Your energy is going to be very, very aggressive because it's going to be forcing you to let go of things that don't serve you. That's why the energy is so aggressive with you. It's not necessarily to ruin you or anything like that. It's more to let you choose the right things, push you towards the right direction, kind of like to forcefully guide you in a certain direction, or forcefully let you believe that everything's so overwhelming, and then you let go of things that don't serve you, and then you move forward, you progress. It's a week of growth for you in personal growth, not necessarily materialistic growth. Pisces, the card that's going to be dominating you is the card of the Chariot. The Chariot says it's going to be a week of traveling, a week of change, a week of harmonized energy. It's going to be a week of success as well. This energy brings a lot of success, brings a lot of resolution to problems, brings a lot of good things. It's like good news comes your way. If you're waiting for money to come your way, money comes your way. If you're waiting for some sort of news to come your way, it's going to be positive news. It says new relationships, balance in relationships. It's a really good positive energy. It says that the negative energy, you're leaving it behind, you're moving forward to better things, you're progressing is an energy that comes up for you. It says that pretty much this year for you is going to be a really good year, because it says that everything you've been asking for is going to be happening again. This year is really good for you as well, Pisces. It's not necessarily a bad year for you, but it's not like the other signs that I've named before. It's not like Scorpio, it's not like Aquarius, but it is a good year for you. You still continue to have luck. You still continue to have a little bit more of like moving away from your problems. And this energy is another energy that comes in to help you move away from your problems. It's an energy that helps you bring in success, helps you bring in job, helps you bring in opportunity, helps you find those resolutions, those solutions that you so need. This is going to be another week of finding solutions. This is going to be a week of nurturing, of good relationships, of building new relationships, building good relationships as well, like opportunities coming your way. And just fixing your problems within your relationships as well. It's going to be a good week. This energy is more harmonized. This energy is more good, positive energy. Well, you guys, that was the last horoscope. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for believing me. Thank you so much for watching me, you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys are beautiful. You guys are definitely a blessing. And I feel so grateful. I never take you guys for granted. I always love saying thank you. And I love each and every one of you. And thank you guys so much for being patient with me, because I know that sometimes I do delay things. I do kind of, I have a lot of things going on. So kind of like my day job kind of does get in the way of this. But I promise you, in about a year, once I'm going to leave my commitment that I have with this day job. And I'm going to commit myself to you guys. I'm going to commit myself to doing the channel, to doing all the spiritual work, to opening a store. It's like that's more in the future, you guys, and I will achieve it. I know I will. But for now, I have this commitment that kind of holds me back a little bit, you guys, and I do apologize for that. I try my best to not let that get in the way of giving you guys the best, you guys. Anyways, you guys, if you guys haven't dropped that like, drop that like, and then follow me on all my social medias. It's in the description below. Check out my merch store. Check out my Etsy store, which you already know when I restock. And follow me on all my social medias, you guys. I post different things on all my social medias. Follow Raphaelsinsights / Ask Raphaelsinsights on Facebook. Another place where you guys can ask your questions of your future. And definitely, you guys, thank you so much for everything. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.